Okay, we have a fun podcast today. We have a creative team from an island in the Washington State area. We have Lynnette Cabrera, who is the director of Fat Boy, and we have Chad Short, who is the Big Red Queen, the Big Red Couch, I should say. You're not a Big Red Queen.
I've been known to be a big red queen from time and time.
I
Yeah,
got
I'll take that. Yeah, big red couch.
Lynette was talking to me about the Queen's Underground Festival, and I got
Yeah.
mixed up with the Green. So Big Red Crouch. So that's the name of the band of your artist. And then who else is with us? Antonio is with us as well.
Tony the capybara, yes, is with us.
We don't got a good picture of them yet, but tell us who the capybara. What is a capybara?
A
There we go.
capybara is the world's largest rodent.
Okay,
Um,
gigantic.
yeah, that's about it. He's 110 plus pounds, and he's
Okay,
about 3 years old.
so it's in the film. I was watching the film, like I watched it before, then I watched it before the podcast. And I was like, what kind of animal is this? I was trying to figure it out, and you just told us. So is it like a dog? Like, well, how do you kind of like make it a pet? What do you have?
So it's funny. They're called coconut dogs affectionately because he feels like a coconut.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, Parts sometimes they're like dogs, but not always. He's always reminding me that he's a very exotic pet, and he's a 24/7 job. I really
It comes
do
like that.
spend all of my time with him, training him, and just making it so he can do public access work and promote his films and other of our friends' movie projects.
Okay, so the cat, I know what a cat's in the
Yeah,
background. It does its own
we got him a kitten for Christmas. That's Lulu.
it does its own thing. It's got a litter box. It can wash itself. Cats are pretty like self-sufficient. What about
Oh yeah,
this? You have to walk this animal like
so he is harness trained, and he also is trained to go in a dog stroller. And he does have a tray that he goes to bathroom in. There's one up here, and there's also one in our room. And he's semi-aquatic, so they like to like if the weather's too cold up here, I will just run him a bath, and he'll jump in and out of that. But they do like to have a water feature available to them, so they're a lot of work, and they're not really suitable as a pet. But I knew I was getting him to make music videos and films with him, so I was willing to commit to the training and the devotion that needed.
wow. And how long do they usually live?
So in the wild, they live between 6 to 8 years, generally because they're prey.
Yeah.
But in captivity, they can live up to 12, 13 years.
So it's like a dog. Yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
thank goodness. Yes, he's a good guy.
Okay, that's fascinating. How many people do you think in the world have a pet like yours?
The capybara demographic is huge, which is all part of my marketing, plan. So not a lot of people have them as pets, but they are quite popular, and we treat him differently than maybe a normal capybara owner would treat their
Yeah.
animal. Like he lives in the house with us and sleeps in our bed and goes through lots of training and public access and rides around in our car and goes on road trips and that kind of thing. So,
That's great. Okay, so let's talk about this music video because I've only seen Fat Boy. So this is your band, Chad and Lynette directed it. How do you guys
Yeah.
know each other? How did you guys like can collaborate on making this film?
You want to tell it?
no, because I've done so much talking, but I
Yeah.
did think about it. And I think the thing is that Katie is the one, bless her heart,
Yeah.
is the one who put us together.
Yes.
And from the first music video.
So how many
Yes.
So I
music
think
videos you made so far? To two of you,
me,
the two of you together in collaboration.
Oh,
I cast him in my last one as one of the lead characters. And
Okay,
then based on working with him during that time, we then collaborated on this.
gotcha. So this is your first collaboration of Chad's music together. You guys, okay.
Yes.
yeah.
So you guys met, and then so Chad. So how many like this is your song? You wrote the song, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Kind of hip hop, rap. How would you describe the musical style?
I would definitely say hip hop and rap. I do a lot. I do a lot of spoken word and poetry as well,
Yeah.
but the majority of my stuff is all rap. And the good thing about this song in particular is it has a chorus. So not a lot of my songs have choruses. So when I sent, I'm sure that had a reason to do with why Lynette liked it so much. Something repeatable for this one. And yeah, just like let me bust through how we met. So I got cast as this in this music video. We connected, and then like throughout the process, I kind of became like the unofficial, like Lynette's unofficial assistant, kind of like helping.
Oh my God,
Um,
he was amazing. He's a
the
drama
back.
teacher,
Yeah, so I
so
teach
he was just like
middle and high school
golden.
theater,
Yeah.
and so like working with people doing all that directing stuff was easy. So we had a really good connection there, and then the filmographer for for the music video, Rory. I remember just kind of being like, "Hey, you should branch out or try this new thing." And
Oh, I know.
um,
He would not let it go.
Yeah.
so I
I
was the lucky recipient of that energy. I sent Lynette 3 songs. I'm actually like beginning this past Friday another single from this album I have called Lazy Boy, which the song Fat Boy is on.
Okay.
I'm like promoting it now, and that album will come out in June. So we've really been working a long time. It feels we're right in the thick of it right now. So this all comes at a really good time.
So, but your tone is comedic in kind of tone, I guess, right? It's funny, it's kind of ironic.
Yes, yeah, I go for I love the irony. I love a little satire, some comedy in there.
Yeah.
This album in particular and Fat Boy is kind of like how can I um sort of navigate my own issues, and I think comedy and irony are a great way for me to do that and have fun at the same time.
So, quick segue, you live in Washington State in the island, but you have a Ravens
Oh,
from Baltimore too, right? You're from Baltimore
I'm
too?
Ravens all the way. Yeah, I was born in York, PA, and I spent the first 27 years of my life in Northern Maryland and Baltimore City, and then I've been out here on the island 5 years in May.
So you're loyal to the Baltimore sports teams, I guess.
Oh, 100%. I have YouTube TV just so I can watch the Ravens play.
Okay. They had a big trade the other day. You got
Yeah,
yourself
let's go. Max Crosby jerseys are going to sell out in the city for sure.
okay. As we're doing this podcast. So we'll see how it goes. People will listen to this a year from now. Maybe he did well, maybe he did not. I'm sure he's going to
Uh,
do so, right.
yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, I'm a just sorry for Lynnette for boring you, but I'm a Bills fan.
oh no.
Oh,
So we're in the same boat where we have a great quarterback, but we haven't won the big Super Bowl yet. So
yeah, yeah.
Dude, football just makes me hungry.
yeah. Whereas you guys, your area won the Super Bowl, right? So there
I
you
Yes,
know. So like massive food.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what, Chad, what brought you to Washington State? Why did you move?
So it was really sight unseen. My girlfriend Emily Smith, she's a marine biologist. She spent years at the Baltimore Aquarium, um, and she got an opportunity out here doing research on the resident and transient whales, and so
Wow.
that's why we moved. It was really like we packed and we drove out the what is it 2,400 miles out
Yeah, it's
here
a
and
huge, yeah.
big U-Haul and was lucky enough to like feel settled, right? Like she worked that. She's stayed in marine work and wildlife work since we've been out here. I got very lucky to land a teaching job, 6 through 12. We travel, expeditionary school, and I'm working in my field, right? I'm an actor, teaching theater, and making stuff happen.
Quite the relationship you got there. So, like, I'm assuming your girlfriend's very smart. She's a marine biologist. You have to have some
Yes.
brains to do that job, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's taught me a lot.
And then you're in the creative field. It's you guys kind of match together, I guess, right?
Yeah, left brain, right brain relationship.
Yeah,
We meet somewhere in the middle.
that's great. And then Lena, isn't it amazing? Because of the marine biologist, you and Chad got to collaborate on a project together.
Yeah, those damn whales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. So, what did you chat? What did you? So, was the Cababerry the was that like that was like it has to be in the music video? Like that's sort of like
Yeah,
okay,
look at her shaking her head. Yeah, of course. Yes,
Yeah,
he's much
it's
more
like
popular.
yeah,
Sorry.
he has a bigger social media following than you do.
Yes, he does.
When I
Yes, he
say
does.
I work 24/7, I'm serious.
yeah,
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 No, basically I was like, Chad, I will make a music video with you. I'll do the fundraising, I'll find the stuff, I'll do all the things, I'll crew up everything as long as if you don't mind my capybara being in it. And he was like, yeah, okay. It was the biggest, it was, Chad's actually worked on me with me twice on the largest productions I've ever done. And
yeah,
he's such a good person to have on set, especially when it's not my band that's in the music video and it's just him doing the music. It was, you know, thank thank you to Rory, our cinematographer, who I have mentored since he was like in third grade, um, for pushing me to actually do a music video where our band wasn't the one, because it's still a lot of creative hats to
yeah.
wear. I mean, I was the set designer, the art director, the producer, the director. I don't even know all of the other things, on Fat Boy. And that was less hats than I usually wear, because we got serious and we crewed up. We had 14 people on our crew and we went down and we used Harbor Island Studios, which is a municipal. What would you say it is? It's a municipal facility for Washington residents to use for film. Is that what you would call it?
Okay.
Like,
It's a good studio where you could shoot a music this type of music
yeah.
video with
yeah,
like
I mean, it was big and it was huge for us to pack everything up from our island, trucks and cars full of, I mean, we made, giant props and things um, and a capybara and take it all down to Seattle and unpack it for a few days and
that's great. All right, so let's
create
talk
the
about
world.
the art. Can we talk about the art direction? Because it's fantastic.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
the best.
Lollipops and big donuts and a red couch and a fake
Yeah,
tree. Kind of
yeah,
two-dimensional kind of setting, right? Where like you're not
yeah.
really you're kind of in that kind of video game Super Mario Brothers like kind of concept.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And
So that's how I
and
looked at it. Yeah.
how good was Antonio for staying still on the couch and holding his position while the couch moved throughout the sets? I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
yay, he's been training for that for his life.
I loved it though because it's like you moved on because it's like you could have just done that tone like the whole music video, but then you shift to the black and white kind of with the red couch and the yellow phone tone, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's
It was,
fantastic.
it was so much fun. I feel like that's where so I am challenged in a lot of producing roles, and this is what this music video, given how big it was, really showed me. And so when it comes to all of the I have a hard time with that, and I'm much more suited to making giant lollipops and huge cotton candy trees and set decorating and writing the script and coming up with it and storyboarding and coming up with the concept and training the capybara. And I feel like as far as a director goes, I'm better at that than producing. Producing, once it gets to that level, is not something that even though I've gone to film school, it is not my forte. And I was humbled. I made a bunch of mistakes. I paid way too much money for things. And so
Mm.
I love this project, but it was like, it was such a growth for me as a filmmaker. And I'm just so grateful to have someone like you to do this with, Chad. Like, you're the best. I love being able to be like, dude, let's go pretend all this. What about that? And you're
yeah,
like, let's do it. I mean, drama teachers for the win, dude.
yeah, yeah,
You're down to play. And I really, really
yeah.
appreciate that. And that's what it comes for me. Filmmaking is the, for me, I feel like it's important to create this sacred space where we all agree to play, you know,
Hmm.
to like be comfortable enough to express ourselves. And it's it was so much fun. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud
Oh
of
my
us.
gosh. Yeah, it's like Lynette says, it's like the biggest thing she's, these two projects, the biggest thing she's ever done. Like when it comes to, let's say my music career or anything I've done creatively, like this is the top thing. Like being in that studio and kind of watching it all be made around me and like helping when I could and, when I was able and, just like the whole team's work, like being in that place and watching it all happen and then being able to turn to Lynnette and be like, can I try this thing? Can we do this? And we're like, oh yeah, like the bit in the when I'm in the donut
Hmm.
and like we did that, like those were the last few takes we did, and Rory, the filmographer, was like, wait, do the whole song with the donut. And like it
Yeah.
was just supposed to be this like little
Yeah.
goof, and it ended up being like one of our favorite parts of the whole shoot, like just little stuff like that. This is the last thing. That apartment, when I think about being there, like, you're obviously in a studio, but like
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about in the song. Like that's the place, right? I mean, in my brain, that's exactly what it was like and how I live my life, right? So to be there and have it just be um, a kind of purging of this like thing I
Yeah.
couldn't really manifest anymore in my life, like to get to revisit that and let that out was like, otherworldly.
Well, people who are watching this on like video or YouTube, like you look exactly like you do in the music video. Usually when you meet
Oh,
people like an actor, like they cut their hair, they like, you know what I mean? But you
oh
got the
yeah,
same hat, like not the same hat, but the same kind of like
yeah.
get up and the same like your beard is the same, your hair is it's just so
Brand
yeah,
recognition, Chad.
yeah.
That's
It's
right.
like
That's
you're the same guy.
right. Yeah, I committed to the long hair, God, forever ago. And Zoe, the makeup and hair girl, she gave
Yeah.
me a trim. She got rid of the loose ends, but I've been rocking the long hair for a while. I'm
Oh,
glad I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
And she rocked. Sorry. Yeah.
she's the best.
Okay, so tell me about the cinematography because it's like I said, it's a two-dimensional kind of feel, right? So, but are you guys using are you guys using like a dolly, like when you're moving stuff, like how are you kind of moving the camera? Like,
So Chad, this is when I need Rory.
Oh yeah.
Yes, things were on wheels for
yeah,
sure.
so you're moving a
And
dolly, I guess, right? Yeah,
yes,
like
yeah.
yeah, okay,
And the couch itself was it was really technical. They attached a rope onto, we knew it was going to have to roll, so we already had it on a frame with wheels,
yeah.
so we literally had someone, with a rope low on the ground, like pulling it. And was Miles on that ride with you? Because our son was the animal
Oh
wrangler. At all times there was actually a leash hidden,
yeah.
so that he actually had a leash on him in case he bolted. And wasn't Miles on the couch when it moved? So there was the animal wrangler.
No, he was. So
No,
Miles
you
was
were. Yeah,
actually
you had to hold him.
behind, and I
Yeah,
had my hand up on the couch, like took the leash from Miles when we moved, and
that's
then
right.
Raymond and Bobby were
Pulled
on
it.
the other end behind the wall of the apartment, like literally pulling a rope, like pulling us across as the camera moved with us.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what's your how Chad, do you like performing like that? Like do you like because you're the film, right? Like you're
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, so as an actor, like I got a BFA from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, right?
Okay.
So I'm used to the stage, but never have I. That is the biggest thing I've ever done. Being on stage, performing live, all in my wheelhouse. I was a little overwhelmed at times. There's one moment, Lynette, I will literally never forget. I'm like standing on set and I'm like looking around, and one of the producers is like, "What's up?" And I was like, thirsty. Like, I'm gonna go grab a water, and he was like, "Wait, I'll get it. Can we run water?" And I was like, "Okay, like this is too much."
Yeah.
Uh, but like, you know, it was so much fun. It did take me a couple hours to like really sort of get comfy with all the people in the room,
Yeah.
and
Same.
that's when all the fun stuff happened. Um, but yeah, totally in my wheelhouse. I've done more live shows out here on the island, and in Seattle than I did before I moved out here. So I've been sort of thrust into that with this process, and it's been
Yeah.
a ton of fun.
All right. So what do you thematically, what is this song and video about? Like, what are you trying to say? If we could be serious for a couple minutes.
Oh, yeah. Lynette, you mind if I start?
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's all you,
it's your
Dave.
song.
That's
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. No, it's all you. I'm so
okay.
happy to hear.
Yeah.
So, all right, okay, let's do it. So I the wide body coming through is a direct that chorus is a direct quote from when I used to work at this bar. It's where I met my partner Emily. It was a very small bar, and so instead of saying behind, I would quite literally be like wide body coming through, and I'd have to like hook my leg up on the thing to like get around people. I'm a wide guy, like sort of embracing that of like taking up space and like giving space to others, right? That's like a huge part of what I want to do creatively.
Mhm.
It is a not be unapologetic about what I have to say. And then coming from a big guy, like since I was 17 years old, like I've really rode the roller coaster of bulimia, right? Like I had an eating disorder that I had to go to therapy for, right? I am just on the third. I am a year and 5 months sober from alcohol. I got sober after we did the music video, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And so alcohol was a huge part of my life. I ate poorly. I like did not take care of my body. And so and like, let's get really real. I'm like a year and a half, 2 years in on like a diabetes diagnosis, right? So like, not only did I live my life a certain way, like the
Yeah.
repercussions came for me, type 2, right?
Yeah.
So I had to change everything. And so this song is a way of saying, yes, like I am the fat boy. Like I am here to take up this room for myself, like not
Yeah.
necessarily like get out of my way, here I come. I say that in the song, but it's more like, no, like I know who I am, and if you don't like who I'm am and like who I'm going to become, then like,
Yeah.
you know get out of the way.
So you're making, but before you're making jokes at your own expense, but
Yeah,
it wasn't like funny. Huh? Like it wasn't like maybe like, you know what I mean? It didn't seem, it doesn't sound funny to me, right? If you're making jokes at your own expense,
right.
right?
Well,
So
well,
there's,
and I think,
go ahead.
oh, sorry, no, after you.
I was gonna say there's an underlying sadness there, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I want the beat and I want the flow of the lyrics to really like hype you up, and then I want that like second or third or fourth time you listen to go like,
Yeah.
"Oh, wait, this is sad."
Yeah. Hence the black and white kind of aesthetic at in this, like later on, I guess, right?
Yes,
Gotcha.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it when people get it.
Yeah.
Yay! Success.
No, it's great. It's fantastic. But it's like, no, thanks for your candor and like in sharing that, because it's like I'm sure that the doctors were saying like you gotta, gotta shape up because it's like you don't got like, or else bad things are gonna happen, right? Not just the
Right.
diabetes, but heart problems, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It was a
yeah.
whole long list of stuff. Scary stuff.
Yeah.
And
Tell
now
me.
you're like getting better, right? So, and alcohol is a big deal. Like if you get quit alcohol, it's like that takes care of a lot of calories. Let's put it that way, right?
Yes, yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you feel better now? Like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I feel way better. It's also a balance of everything, right? Like sleep and leisure and exercise, like all that stuff is a huge part. But
yeah,
like, trying to remain active, and also then like with my education stuff, I teach theater, my other teaching gig there is fitness and wellness for middle schoolers. So I keep them active. I stay active. It's all a huge part of it. But I do genuinely, mentally and physically feel maybe the best I have since I was like probably in high school. I don't know.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you got a long lived life to live, right? So
Right. Yeah.
yeah. Well, great. No, because I feel there's something here, right? Like, and I just wanted to, I thank you for sharing that because it was like people can take it as from a literal standpoint and say, oh, look at this like funny like colors and like this weird animal. No offense, Lynette.
No,
And
love
like
that boy.
it's a fun, like from a pardon the pun, because there's cotton candy in the film, but not just like it's just cotton candy, right? Like it's just something that you can consume and enjoy, but then if you take a deep dive in it, there's something deep in here. There's something else going on, right? Beyond the
Absolutely.
surface, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the great nuance,
yeah,
or layers.
I I completely identified with his music and subject because I have been diabetic for 20 years now, and also struggle with eating disorders and am currently in therapy for
yeah.
that. So his message about just the ups and downs and being able to take up space and how you feel about it and all of that was really touching, very moving. That's what really made that song stand out. And that's also, I mean, trust a diabetic to create a, candy heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember one of the producers' kids made candy salad for the craft services one day with the extra candy. She set
Oh,
up a big
great.
bowl.
Oh, sick. No, great.
Candy salad.
Yeah, never spent a day in this place I didn't like. Like so there's like these kind of lines that are taking place, right? Like
Yeah.
in the film, right? So
It's
yeah, great.
that whole apartment thing is, yeah, never spent a day in this place that I didn't like. Um, Never spent a day in this place that I didn't like. Um, I romanticize, right?
Yeah,
It's like not real. It's like if I look back on it and I go, oh, I had a lot of fun there. Every day was perfect. And it actually was,
yeah.
some of the worst days of my life.
So thank you for like your candor, but also like they sent like it's still a man's world. So let's just be honest before I say this, but you don't hear men talking about like like bulimia or anorexia. You figure that that's more of a female thing, but men still do suffer from it too, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's more obviously it's more women, but like you don't men because it's almost like men don't ever want to talk about that, right? Like it's something that's kind of like it's that bravado, I guess. I don't even know what the man. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like men have body issues and eating kind of dysfunction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
So they,
if you look at it like strictly, even if you look at it strictly from the context of like exercise lifestyle or like going to the gym, it's like protein, like supplement, pre-workout, like
yeah.
all this stuff, like all that without moderation or consideration for like the long-term effects, like that can
Yeah.
easily become disordered, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, and
Yeah.
I have exercise bulimia, right? It's
Yeah.
not
yeah, yeah,
it's not
very
throwing
real.
up bulimia, it's exercise bulimia, you know?
100%.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
so to have people be like, "Oh, you have type 2 diabetes? It's because you didn't exercise enough." I'm like, pardon my language, can I say this? I'm like, "Bitch, all I've been doing is starving myself and exercising since I was in 5th grade. Like
Yeah.
you can't and you're telling me that the reason I got diabetes is cuz I ate too much sugar and I didn't exercise,
Yeah.
but you have no idea who you're talking to, and like
Mhm.
it wasn't that,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's crazy like I have to be really careful around like people who train a lot because of that dysfunction. There's
Oh
almost
man.
kind of a
I grew up.
self-righteous dysfunction of, those sportsters, you know.
Sportsters. I like that. Sportsters. No,
Uh,
I grew up in a very like kind of like physical like upbringing. My dad was like a marathon runner. My sister was a triathlete. you know, what I mean, I played sports. Yeah, there. If you go to a gym, there's so much dysfunction at gyms, right? There's so
Hmm.
much like complications with these people,
Yeah.
like it's the other direction, right? So, but that nobody really wants to talk about, right? So, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. It's
and
easier to be self-righteous about that.
yeah,
yeah. Well, and then too, like I mean, maybe we drove this home with the taking up space, but it's like the opposite. The opposite isn't, it can be whatever it is. If like
yeah,
getting smaller is the dysfunction and being bigger is over here, like,
yeah.
well, like throw all that aside, like every single individual person has a different body. And so like the more that you can find comfort and you know, a good relationship with the body that you have, the one that you cannot live without, right? Like that's like the beauty that I hope comes across, and I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
100.
hope
Yeah,
to make
great.
peace with the vessel.
All right. So, what's next for you guys? I'm assuming are you guys going to work together again, make another music video?
I mean,
Hey, sign me up.
yeah,
I mean,
right.
yeah.
We've talked about Antonio cameo in his next music video, and then Antonio has a short film that we're currently doing fundraising for, where he is the solstice king and he is bringing back the light. So
Okay,
Yes.
great. And so, you guys decide what motivated you to get it out to festivals like ours and like send it out there just to get it out there more, or what was the motivation?
I love festivals. I love like I am not a filmmaker to make money, and
Yeah,
I'm not a filmmaker because it's my career, you
yeah,
know? I'm a filmmaker because I feel compelled to make art through film. And so taking it to festivals is such a fun thing to do, and most of the time we only submit to festivals that we can bring Antonio to, and he actually goes to the film festival, goes to the screenings, walks the red carpet, all of that. So, being that capybaras are only legal to own in 5 states, that pretty much limits
what are the
where.
5 states?
Yeah. So, okay, it's
I'm just curious.
Washington, Texas,
Texas,
Florida,
Florida. Okay.
and then I want to say like Georgia and something else, but we don't have like Washington State has nothing in
I
common
was
with
gonna
the
say
other
with
states
the red
except
states
that
and the
we
one,
can
four
have
red states and one blue
capybaras.
state. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I thought
So
you were
yeah,
I thought you were gonna say all blue states because it's like, but yeah.
he's nonpartisan.
Yeah, that's
He
great.
thinks it's all stupid.
Yeah. Or yeah. But I guess who knows, right? So yeah.
Well, that's just his capybara opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that said, this film is destined to be on YouTube and get a lot of traction. I think that's where its home will and like land eventually, one assumes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think it could go viral if you guys like play it
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
This guy's gone viral just for walking through like tulips and bunny ears.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he
the
went
music video. The music video.
yeah, no, he went viral on TikTok, and he doesn't even have an account on
Yeah.
TikTok. So
Yeah.
yeah, he has some, but that's all of my marketing
That's what
strategy.
I'm saying. But this music, I'm saying this music video.
Capybara demographic, man. Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
something there. There's something fun to this. And like I said, people are going to take it in different ways. They could just watch it on the surface and have fun with it. But then they can also like dig deep on the layers and like, oh yeah. And I think subconsciously that happens even too. And then that's becomes the rewatchable. So
Yeah. Thank you.
basically,
Yeah.
short sentence, it's destined for a YouTube screening and getting lots of views.
Yay!
Ah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah.
Huzzah!
Because
Yes, I think that's a fabulous
even
plan.
kids can watch this, right? Because it's got that fun.
Yeah.
Even kids can watch it, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I think there might be one thing that might have to bleep out. Is that right? Do you
Yeah.
remember?
Maybe like three. I don't know. Definitely
Yeah,
one.
I can't. Yeah. Well, kids these days
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but
you
that's
can
what
handle
yeah,
it.
you could do
There's
that.
a
Yeah.
capybara in it. That makes up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys' time. It was fantastic. And
So much
Cool.
fun,
first time the capybara has ever been on our podcast before. So
right?
unless you yeah, submitted other films. So yeah,
Yeah. Now you're gonna go viral.
yeah, I love
You're the best of Antonio.
it. Film Antonio. All right,
So,
well, fantastic, Chad. Great song, great
thank
performance.
you.
Lynette, great direction. It's simple but complicated at the same time. If that makes any sense. It's got lots of depth to it, but you didn't overdo it. The music video, you let Chad's music and Chad's performance tell the story, right? So
Yeah, it's lovely to be able to trust someone like that and just have it all work out so well.
exactly. All right.
You rock, Dad.
You rock.
Yeah.
No,
Let's
you
talk
do.
again, either individually or together when we showcase another film of your guys again.
All right, we'll
Awesome.
get on it.
Thank you so much.
Get money.